Hello again, boys and girls. It's great to see you back again. I hope you've all been good again today and are ready for another load of fun this evening. Unfortunately, I can't read your bedtime story again tonight. Mrs. Claus needs me to help her test some of her Christmas cake she's been making. It's a hard job, but somebody has to do it. I love her baking, but there's one thing I'm best at making. Gingerbread and cinnamon star biscuits. Luckily, my number one reindeer elf, Rocket, will be with you this evening in my place. I think she's running a bit late. At least that gives me a minute to remind you that you can donate to the Rotary Club of Canterbury Sunrise, as they support Canterbury Food Bank, by using the link below. If you can spare some tinned food, they'd be ever so grateful. Right, now where is that reindeer elf? Rocket, are you ready?
I'm here, Santa. I'm here.
Now tell me, Rocket, are you looking after my special reindeer?
Oh, yes, of course I am, Santa. Oh, the reindeer, they're all getting so excited about Christmas. And I'm going to tell the boys and girls all about how I look after the reindeer in a little while.
Well, keep up the good work. Get all those reindeer ready for Christmas Eve.
Santa dear.
Oh, I think that's my cue to go. I'll leave you with all these boys and girls, Rocket. I'll be back later. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Rocket, and I'm a reindeer elf. I don't expect you've heard of one of those before, have you? Maybe it's because there aren't many reindeer elves like me around. I live in the snowy North Pole with Santa and Mrs. Claus and all the Christmas elves. I'm the only reindeer elf who's living here. And I know I don't look like a real reindeer, and I suppose I don't look too much like a Christmas elf either. But I do have a very important job here at Santa Claus's home. My reindeer elf job is to look after the real reindeers. I love my job and I'm very happy. Anyway, I'll tell you more about my job later. Are you excited for Christmas? I am. I think it's the most magical time of year. Now, Buddy, the head elf, showed you how to do some craft yesterday, but I thought I'd show you how to make some special flapjacks. I call them Rudolph flapjacks because we have a special ingredient that reminds me of my friend Rudolph. Let's go down to the house and find Mrs. Claus.
Hello, boys and girls. I see the elves have been busy making some lovely decorations.
Oh, they're looking lovely, aren't they? And thank you, Mrs. Claus, ever so much for helping me today. I've got all the ingredients here to make Rudolph's flapjacks, but I need you to help me do the stirring, please.
Of course I can, dear.
You children can help make some flapjacks if you want. You might need to have a grown-up to help you. You can find the recipe for the flapjacks on the Rotary Club of Canterbury Sunrise's Facebook page.
How can I help you today?
Oh, well, Mrs. Claus, we've got all the ingredients for the Rudolph flapjacks, and if you've got your big mixing bowl...
I certainly have.
That would be good. Right, OK, the first bowl has got all the oats in. Ooh. Now, they're the same oats as that we actually feed to the reindeer. So it's OK, because humans can eat them too.
Oh, I love oats.
Yeah, so porridge oats in there.
In the bowl they go.
Yep. Then you've got some melted butter. We put that in the microwave just now, and then we picked up the bowl very carefully so it didn't burn us. And if you just push that into there, I think you'll find...
And in it goes.
Oh, that's looking good. Try and scrape it all out. Don't waste any. That's it.
There we go.
That's really good. So that one's empty. Yeah. Right. Oh, that one's empty. Yeah. What else we got? We've got sugar.
Oh, absolutely. We can't forget
brown sugar. It's got to be special brown sugar.
And pop that in.
Now, you should be able to stir it round a little bit, I think.
I think I can do that.
That's what the recipe said, stir it round a bit. Oh, hang on, though, we haven't got this golden syrup in.
Oh, we've forgotten.
Now, it says 3 tablespoons in the recipe, but I think if you just go blob, blob, blob for 3...
I can do that? It's very sticky.
It's very, very... Don't get it over you. So that's one blob. Oh, it looks lovely. Can I put my tongue under there?
No, we need to say.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Oh, it smells
one more?
nice. Yeah, one more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3.
And 3.
Oh, now you've got to find a way of stopping it. You have to
We
your
can
finger.
use the lid.
You could. I would have used my finger if I had one. I don't have any fingers. Yeah.
There we go.
Right, that is fantastic. Now you've got to stir it all up together.
I can do all the stirring for
That's
you,
me.
Rocket.
Thank you ever so much. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, I can smell that syrup.
It does smell good.
That smells really lovely. Now we're going to put it in here, aren't we?
I'll need to make sure that everything is stirred.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be sort of like sticky over everything.
This does. Ooh, smell that, Rocket.
Ooh, that's lovely. Yeah. Ooh.
And I think we are almost...
So we've got the oats and the sugar and the melted butter and the syrup. We've
Absolutely.
got all 4, yeah?
You can't forget the syrup.
No, that's looking good. Okay, now then, you've got to get it inside this paper and then poke it down with a big spoon. Shall I try and hold the paper?
Yes, please, Rocket.
So it
there we
doesn't
go.
move.
And it all goes into the tray.
It's looking really, really, really good. What about those leftover bits? Do I get that bit?
Let's put all of it into the mix.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right, now either with your spatula thing or your spoon, you've got to push it into the corners.
I think we'll use the spatula.
Okie dokie. Just push it all down.
So it all fits the tray.
Yep. Oh, that's looking really
it
good.
does smell lovely.
What are you going to do with that bit on the back of the spatula?
What would you like to do with that?
No, I think if you just get a spoon and scrape it in, otherwise it'll be wasted if it just gets washed up.
There we go. And let's...
That's it. Oh, yeah, we can't waste any. God, oh, it smells so nice.
There we go. All off the spoon.
Okay, right. Okay, now then. Can you reach this big knife?
Oh, I certainly can.
Right, well, look, we've got cherries and they're all chopped up. Ready. So if you draw a line down the middle with the big knife.
Now we need to be careful, boys and girls.
All the way down the middle.
All the way down the middle.
All the way down the middle. Right. Now you've got to turn that way, that's it, and go down the middle again.
So we're cutting it in half.
Yep. But actually, flapjack needs to be small pieces. So can you do another one down the middle of there?
So we go half again.
Half again. And the same at the other end. That's it.
Half again.
So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces.
We have 8 pieces.
Right. Well, oh, look. I've got more than 8 pieces of cherry. There might be some over.
I think we'll have to share them after.
Shall we? Okay. Well, what you need to do is just get your finger and make a little hole and then put a piece of cherry in each one.
I can certainly do that.
And you know what that's supposed to represent, don't you?
No, what does it represent?
Well, they look like red noses, don't they? Who's got a red nose around here?
Oh, good old Rudolph.
Oh, I thought I meant Santa, but there you go. No, yeah, Rudolph. Yeah, he's got the red nose. He's one of my good friends, he is. One of my really good friends. Okay, now put cherries in then.
So we put one in each centre.
That's right. Shall I hold it up so that your children can see what we're doing?
Yes,
Is that a good
of course.
idea? There we go.
They need to see.
They
There
do
we
need
go.
to see.
Another one in the middle.
You see, this is a special Christmas recipe with Rudolph-nosed flapjack. Now, the thing about this recipe, children, is that it's really, really magic because you don't have to put it in the oven. What you can do is just put it in carefully into the fridge. And if you leave it in the fridge for a couple of hours, then it'll all go hard and you can eat it absolutely as it is. So they'll be all ready when you take them out the fridge. Shall we show them the ones that we did earlier?
Oh, I think so.
Right, look, here we are. Here's the ones that we made earlier. Oh, so
Enough to go around.
can you do the knifey bit?
Of course I can.
If you do the knifey bit... Oh, can you reach that plate over there? That's it. Now, those are the ones that got to go in the fridge. And these ones we're going to put on a plate now.
And let me cut those up.
So I wish I could help. But
We want more than
can't
one
even hold a
slice,
knife.
don't we, Rocket?
I think so. In fact, I think I made those a bit small. I think the ones we made of your size are much better.
There we go.
But then the elves don't eat much, do they? The elves could have these.
They certainly can, and I think they'd appreciate it.
Do you want to use that knife there? Because that might not make them fall apart.
I think that's a good idea, Rocket. There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Is that better?
much better.
Okie dokie. See how you got on with that then?
Delicious.
So there we go. That's what you do, children. That's how you make your Rudolph flapjacks. Oh no! I was going to tell Mrs. Claus some jokes. Oh, looks like I'll have to tell my jokes to you. Would you like that? What do reindeer hang on their Christmas tree? Ornaments, of course. Oh, didn't you like that one? Oh, okay. Well, what do you call Santa when he stops moving? I know this one. It's Santa Paws. Oh, I thought you might like that one too. Well, this one's for all the mums and dads out there. What is every parent's favourite Christmas carol? Silent Night. Okay, last one. What kind of photos do elves take? Bet you don't know. Elfies, of course. Do you have some better Christmas jokes? I bet you do. Anyway, enough of the jokes. I think it's time for our Christmas story before bed. I'll just clean up these bits and bobs first. I'm going to tell you all about me and what I do here at Santa's house. Do you want to know a secret? Well, I wasn't always happy when I was a little elf. You see, my parents, who were two of the workshop elves, were a bit surprised when I was born. They took one look at me and wondered if I was an elf at all. I was born with this brown, furry sort of skin and this big head with little beady eyes. As I grew older, I realised I didn't look like any of the other elves either. As I was growing up, I was a bit sad. But I didn't think the other little elves didn't like me very much. They seemed to leave me out of their games and didn't want me to be friends with me. I think it was because I was so different to them. They were all dressed up in colourful clothing, had big smiley faces with rosy red cheeks, whilst I was I was a bit brown. One day when I was about 6 years old, Santa Claus called me over. "Rocket," he said, "how are you getting on? You're growing up to be a very strong little elf and you're going to be perfect for your job." "What job, Santa?" I asked him. Do you know what he told me? He said, "Rocket, you're a very special elf with a very important job. And when you grow older, you'll be looking after my herd of reindeer. Only 1 in 1,000 elves are reindeer elves like you. Yes, you're very special indeed. You must go out to the reindeer stables and meet old Grey Ears. He's a very old elf now, and you will take over from him when you get older." And I did. And I'm now all grown up, and it's now my very special job to look after Santa's reindeer. So, let me tell you all about the real reindeers. From January to November, they live out in the fields around Santa's house, and my job is to make sure they are healthy and have enough food. In the summer, the reindeers can eat the grass in the fields, but once the snow starts to fall in the winter, I have to take out big bundles of hay for them to eat. But I'm very lucky because Santa Claus bought me a quad bike last year, so I can go out and find the reindeer more easily and make sure they all have food. On the first day of December, I have to work even harder. I go out to the reindeer fields and find Santa's special reindeer. Do you know who Santa's special reindeer are? Well, of course, they're Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen and Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Oh, and of course, who is Santa's favourite reindeer? Yes, Rudolph, of course. I bring those special reindeer into the reindeer stable back here behind the toy workshop. I feed them with oats and carrots. I polish their antlers and I shine their hooves. I help them to get strong enough to pull Santa's sleigh. They love all the extra fuss I make of them, and all the reindeers are my friends, and they love it when I stroke them and tickle their ears. I remind them what they do for Santa on Christmas Eve, that they're going to fly through the night, all over the world, delivering the presents in Santa's sleigh. And then they remember they did it last year, and they all start to chatter at once, telling each other the best bits of last year's adventures and how they enjoyed it all. I love listening to their stories. The reindeer get so excited when they realise they're going out flying again. As Christmas gets closer, the special reindeer need to be at their best so they can help Santa. They're getting fitter and stronger every day from eating their oats and carrots. They look smart and tidy with my help to brush their furry coats, and I even brush their teeth so they can look good when they smile. If you do look out and see Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve, I hope you notice the smart furry coats and their bright healthy eyes, because remember, it was me, Rocket the reindeer elf, who helped them get ready for Christmas. Of course, Rudolph is the one in charge of the team of reindeer. Rudolph is very much the cleverest of all the reindeer. He knows exactly where Santa has to go, and he keeps the sleigh travelling so fast that it seems like it's only a tiny pinpoint of light that flies through the sky. You'd have to be very lucky to see the sleigh going around the world. It's a beautiful sight as the sleigh leaves Santa's backyard and slowly takes off into the sky, gradually gaining speed and flash! They disappear from sight. I hear Rudolph calling out, "Follow me, follow me!" And I hear the reindeer singing as they fly. And then they're gone. They've disappeared, and they're off on their travels around the world. I admit to having a crafty little snooze when they're gone, because I've worked quite hard too, getting them ready for Christmas Eve. But as the time flies by, and then it's Christmas Day morning, and Santa and his special reindeer return back to the North Pole, well, they've finished their deliveries and they're all rather tired. I give the reindeer lots of oats and they snuggle down and sleep all day on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, tucked up in the warm hay in the stables. I keep an eye on them and make sure they're all okay, but usually all I can hear from them is snoring. Yes, I'm lucky to be a reindeer elf, and now I'm older, all the other elves are my friends, because when you're not a little person anymore, you understand that it doesn't matter that you look different to somebody else. All of us elves have jobs to do, and I understand the work they do in the toy workshop, and they know how hard I work looking after the reindeer. So that's the end of my tale of who I am and what I do. I know the reindeers see you all just like Santa does, and they tell me when they get back how good you were at being asleep when they called. You will be asleep, won't you?
Ho, ho, ho! Ho, 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 ho. How did you get on looking after the boys and girls for me, Rocket?
Oh, we had great fun, Santa. We learnt how to make some Rudolph flapjacks with some cherries in. And then we told some Christmassy jokes. And I've just finished telling the boys and girls my story.
Oh, that does sound fun. Thank you for looking after everyone for me. Now I think we have time to say hello to some very special boys and girls this evening.
Right, I'll leave you to get on with that, Santa. Bye, everybody. Sleep well tonight.
Hello there, boys and girls. I have some very special people to give a shout out to again. This shout out comes from far, far away. Perth, in Western Australia to be exact. Lainey, who is 6, and Hudson, who is 4, would like a pony and an iPad. Do you have space for a pony in your garden, Lainey? Freya is not quite a year old yet, but I know she'd like a nice new house with her mummy. I'm not sure if Santa can fit that in his sack, but I'll see what my elves can come up with. This next shout out is for several boys and girls. Let me just make sure I get these names and ages right. Jasmine is 12, Aaron is 10, Anthony 7, and Cameron 6, and Alyssa 4, and they're all from Canterbury. My list says you all want a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, although Alyssa wants all of the Disney princesses. Wow, that must be a busy household. Okay, next on my list is Gracie May, 11, Jessica, who is 5, and Tommy, who is 2, from Charing, near Ashford. Gracie May would like some Harry Potter books. Jessica would like a realistic baby doll, and Tommy would like lots and lots of dinosaurs. Well, I'm sure I saw lots and lots of dinosaurs in the workshop. That could have been Winston the elf, though. And finally, we have Mason, Casey, and Shannon, who are 8, 11, and 16. Mason would like some Super Mario stuff. Casey, something artistic, and Shannon, some makeup and jewelry. Mrs. Claus oversees all the jewelry, Shannon, so I'll make sure she picks out something nice for you. That's all for this evening, folks. We'll see you again very soon. Right, I think it's now time for me to tuck all the elves into bed. But before we go, remember you can still help Canterbury Food Bank by donating some money using the link below. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time with some more Christmas stories, festive fun, and things to do. We have a special show on Friday which you won't want to miss. Sleep well, children. Bye-bye.